I'm gonna make this intro as short as possible. This will be the Bakugou X Listener Part 18. Sorry for the noise in the background or any barking, noise, voices, anything else. Sorry about that. Let's get into the video. You borrowed Midoriya's notes, to which he willingly gave, worked out day, night and noon to boost your raw power and pushed yourself to meet your limits and beyond that with your quirk. You also sharpened your senses, speed and agility. Not to mention you heard a few moves and tricks. It was an extremely difficult and rough training, but you knew it'd be worth it. Today you are going to meet up with Bakugou to train. You knew you would never be in par with him since he was entirely on a new level. But you also knew that he'd help and improve you. So here you are, opening the door to see Bakugou since he offered to walk you from your house.
Good afternoon, Bakugou,
you chirped. Afternoon, twerp, he grumbled. You wore a tank top underneath your jacket and leggings with sports shoes. Your hair was also tied in a ponytail, and you had a sling bag on, while Bakugou wore a cap, baggy pants, and a hoodie with his top underneath, pairing it with his ankle shoes and backpack. You smiled at his response before letting your grandparents know that you'll have to go now. The both of you decided to train away from people to avoid any casualties, so you two chose the spot a bit near the playground. Then you both removed your jackets before stretching to prep yourselves for a combat. Of course, Bakugou had the upper hand being strong, so you lost to mostly every fight. It was unlikely of Bakugou to be combating with another person, but he wanted to annoy you again, to see he simply made it as an excuse. Of course, the combats contained mainly of Bakugou yelling at you, though he did give you advices and tips. The boy made sure not to go all out as well, since he didn't want you to be too tired. Power and strength weren't a problem to Bakugou, but there was one thing. During the combats, he would almost lose focus because you were stealing his attention from the fight unintentionally. More specifically, because his eyes couldn't help but land on your chest, neck, shoulders. Bakugou is a guy after all, and as a teen with raging hormones, would he always try to stop the other fights he has in his thoughts as well? Not to mention that you were the only girl that had made him feel this. That's why, when his thoughts were too much for him to handle, you would win the fight because Bakugou lost focus. Anyways, it currently is 4 in the afternoon, and you both decided to take a break at the playground by the swings with the soda cans that Bakugou bought. You both already changed into your extra shirts by the public bathroom, so you both weren't too sweaty and gross, thankfully. It was Saturday, so there were a lot of children playing around. You swinged slightly, smiling faintly to yourself, staring at the children.
Were you playful when you were a child, Bakugou?
You muttered. Why do you care? He rolled his eyes, sipping from his soda can.
Don't know. You never told me anything about your past. Excluding Midoriya and your background, of course.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, I was cool and awesome when I was a kid. You giggled.
Knew you'd say that.
Screw off. How about you? His eyes laid on the children carelessly playing, and he was met with by silence. A tick mark formed on his temple before turning to his side with furrowed eyebrows. But when he saw you were half asleep, he immediately softened. He still even have your soft drink unopened on your tiny hands. Oi, why did you tell me you were tired? Bakugou grumbled. You opened your eyes slowly before tiredly looking at him with an obvious confused expression. He sighed, thinking how cute you looked before standing up, throwing this can at a bin nearby. Come on, let's go, he says, grabbing your sling bag.
Where are we going?
You blinked your eyes. Sorry to cut the video short, but that's the end for part 18. Sadly, yeah, very short. It only lasted for 4 minutes and 26 seconds, not including this outro. So, I'm sorry for cutting it short, but today is Tuesday. So tomorrow is Wednesday, which means I'm not going to be posting tomorrow, but I will be posting on Thursday. So, stay tuned for that. And the next part 19, will be much more eventful, not eventful, but much more entertaining than this one. Take part 18, this episode, as a bit of the continuous part 17, but this is still part 18. Love y'all. Bye.